Everyone knows that the best way to cool off while having a good time is to go for a nice, relaxing swim. And if you're not a huge fan of jellyfish and river monsters, then of course, a pool is gonna be your best bet. Sometimes, however, just swimming in a regular old pool just doesn't cut it, especially not for those who seek out the most extreme and unique experiences in everything they do.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Worry not though, because today we're gonna take a look at a couple of the world's most incredible, unbelievable, and at times, maybe even a little terrifying pools the world has to offer. Ready to take a look? Let's get it on! The Edge Pool. Bali is widely known to be one of the most beautiful vacation spots Mother Nature has ever cooked up. But somehow, mankind has managed to make this natural wonder even more amazing. With the unbelievable Edge Pool. Located along the high cliffs by the sea, the Edge Pool gives you a whole new perspective on the breathtaking scenery. While at first glance it might seem like any regular old resort pool in paradise, take a peek under the water and you'll be absolutely blown away.
That escalated quickly.
The Edge isn't simply called that to sound fancy, nor just because it's an infinity pool, but rather because it is literally perched atop a 530-foot-high cliff over the pristine waves below. Swimming out to the far ends, you can hang out over the expansive jungle coastline of this incredible tropical paradise. And if the view from the top isn't enough, the Edge has got you covered.
Oh, hell no!
Still, the unbelievable view of the ocean and the jungle-covered mountains of the island will be more than enough to beat any stress you've got going on, even if it's caused by the very pool you're in. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy living on the edge. Ark Glass Bottom Pool. The idea of a glass bottom pool is nothing new. However, when you take a harmless concept to the extreme,
No! I refuse. No!
it's simply impossible not to be impressed. Welcome to the Ark Glass Bottom Pool. From the side view, this might seem like just a regular hotel pool. Not too big or too deep, just a nice relaxing swim. But take a closer look and oh man, that's a pretty big drop. The bottom of the Ark is made of entirely see-through glass, and with it being suspended over 300 feet above the ground, that makes for a seriously unnerving swim. Even the strongest of swimmers might take one look at this pool and think twice before diving in. But if you're brave enough to take a dip, then the view is absolutely unmatched. And once you get used to it and realize you're not actually about to fall to your certain doom,
What did you say?
the sensation of weightlessness over the open air becomes a really cool and unique experience. Nonetheless, I wouldn't think any less of you if you'd rather admire the view from the shore. Siam Park Wave Palace. With a name like Siam, you might expect this pool to be at some elegant, ancient palace from the far reaches of Asia. But believe it or not, the Siam Park Pool is located in Tenerife in Spain, an island known for its gorgeous volcanic black sand beaches. So the question is, with incredible, unique beaches like that, why is a pool on our list? Well, much like its name, this pool's appearance is also deceiving at first. While you might take your first peek at this man-made body of water and think it's just a fancy pool, but take a dive and you'll be met with quite a surprise. That's right, while the beaches of Tenerife are pretty cool, their waves just don't pack anywhere near the punch that the Siam pumps out. The coolest part is that the size and frequency of the waves can be hugely manipulated to create all kinds of different experiences for swimmers of all levels of skill, or in most cases bravery. The unique waves of this pool are so authentic that surfing and windsurfing competitions have been held at this pool, which is definitely not something you'd expect when there's a beach a few miles away. Just don't get too confident though. Waves can be dangerous, and this pool is definitely no exception to that rule. Market Square Tower Pool. Nestled among the skyscrapers of downtown Houston, Texas is the Market Square Tower. Seemingly just another tall building inside a concrete jungle of dozens much like it, this unassuming spot has actually got a thrilling and strikingly terrifying secret. Welcome to the Market Square Tower Pool. This infinity pool is in fact suspended a dizzying 500 feet above the ground. But rest assured, the only thing that's going to be harmed here is your sense of security. The pool's base is made from an insanely tough see-through material that can hold several dozen tons of force. So while it might look like you and the sloshing water you're helplessly floating in are about to take a very fast trip to the ground floor, physically, swimmers are completely safe. Either way, it's naturally unnerving to seem like you're walking on nothing but air. Personally, I think I'll just check out this hotel's spa. Pool Illusion. While most of the time pools are made for, well, swimming of course. But if you happen to see someone stuck under the water for a while, you might start to panic and call for help. Taking that idea and turning it on its head is the insanely unique idea behind this art piece of a pool housed in the 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art in Japan. The idea is actually pretty cool. A glass pane covered with rippling water creates the illusion of a regular pool for those looking down at it, but below is just an empty space that people can walk into and look up through the water and glass in. The illusion's super surreal from either side, but if your first instinct when seeing people sunk at the bottom of a pool is to call the lifeguard, then you're probably the exact target audience for this watery work of art. Marina Bay Sands Pool. Before we hop onto this next incredible pool, I'll just say that I hope you're not afraid of heights.
No, God!
Because if so, the Marina Bay Sands Pool might just be a little too extreme for you. But if you're among those wild thrill seekers who crave the rush of adrenaline that comes from living life teetering on the edge, then you're about to be thoroughly impressed. Of course, the first thing that pops out about this massive hotel is the UFO-looking shape connecting the tips of the 3 buildings that make it up. But take a closer look, and the building isn't all that's out of the ordinary. The massive oval-shaped installation is actually the base for the world's largest infinity pool. The effect of the edgeless pool might make you feel a bit squeamish about taking a dip. But with a view like this, even the most anxious of swimmers might be willing to pull out a bit of bravery. The massive pool is nearly 500 feet in length, and heading from end to end can easily make you feel like you're swimming in the sky itself. Nevertheless, I wouldn't be too quick to head straight for the edge. Ubud Hanging Gardens Pool. The idea of a getaway is usually to escape, and if you're looking for a truly luxurious pool to lounge in while still getting as much space from society as you can, then the Ubud Hanging Gardens Resort is the ultimate spot for you. Looking more like some mythical long-lost ruin than a bustling resort, the Ubud is located square in the middle of the secluded rainforest of Bali, and, well, I guess you can't have such breathtaking scenery without a pool of equally jaw-dropping heights. This dream infinity pool lets you float among the endless treetop canopy. Some brave souls even venture out and seat themselves on the edge of the pool, like a watery throne for the king or queen of the jungle. Just don't get any ideas about diving into the rest of the pool almost 90 feet below, unless you want the next sightseeing tour on your vacation to be one of a Balinese hospital. Y40. It would be impossible to make a list of extraordinary pools without including this record setter. This mega pool, housed in a hotel in the small village of Montegrotto Terme in Italy, currently holds the record for the deepest pool on the entire planet, at a staggering depth of 130 feet. The pool isn't just one straight shot down though. No, that would actually be kind of boring. Instead, the Y40 is designed with deep sea diving in mind, and is filled with loads of hidden grottos and undersea caves. One of the craziest things about this thalassophobia-inducing pool is that the sheer amount of water in it, a staggering 43 cubic meters of it.
Oh my.
Which creates so much pressure that divers could actually pass out. Because of this, diving experience is required to fully tackle the depths of the Y40. Just make sure not to look down, while wearing goggles that is. Safari Lodge Pool. If you've ever wanted to find the perfect way to combine your love of exotic wildlife with your passion for swimming, then boy have I got some great news for you. The Four Seasons Resort in Tanzania is the perfect place to make your aquatic safari dreams a reality. At this beautiful and idyllic pool, you not only get a great view of the natural environment, it gets a great view of you. The infinity pool is located right on the edge of the Safari Report's local watering hole, where the best and most beautiful of the wide range of wild animals that roam the Serengeti meet. You can relax and enjoy a tropical drink while watching a wild herd of elephants bathing themselves, or a massive giraffe craning its crazy long neck down to get a drink. With the two bodies of water right next to each other, it almost feels like you're actually taking a relaxing dip with these majestic creatures. Just make sure none of the guests eat each other, or for that matter, you yourself. And it'll be smooth sailing. Iceland Blue Lagoon. While most pools are useful for cooling off, when you're in a place like Iceland, that's the last thing that'll be on your mind. Luckily, Iceland is home to the Blue Lagoon Hot Spring. a massive therapeutic pool designed to keep visitors perfectly warm and toasty while enjoying the beautiful expanses of Iceland's magical natural terrain. This massive spring is fed by geothermally heated seawater coming from caves 6,500 feet below the earth and mixed with fresh water and minerals in order to give anyone lucky enough to bathe here a seriously sweet skin and body treatment. The huge pool is kept at a consistent 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so not too hot, but always the perfect temperature to combat the chill, particularly in the winter. As far as pools go, I think this one is a pretty hot item. I'll see myself out. Psst, hey, you still there? Well, since you made it this far, here are all the shoutouts we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next upcoming video as well as the ones prior, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below saying, "Pick me." Once you're at it, you might as well leave a like too. Did any of these pools impress you? Would you swim in any of them? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.